So we were talking about the velocity time graph, okay? So I hope this is clear to you. Now for example, if I draw another graph, okay, like this. This is a velocity time graph, okay. Now, what is the meaning of this graph? The meaning of this graph is velocity is negative, okay. It means if I am considering the negative x-axis to be the negative direction, then the object is moving. So if this is positive direction I am considering and this is negative, object is moving in this direction, okay. That is the meaning of this graph. Velocity is negative, but the velocity, the magnitude of the velocity is increasing, so the object is accelerating in the opposite direction, okay. The object is accelerating in the opposite direction, okay. The magnitude of velocity is increasing. Okay, let us define now what is the definition of acceleration. I am saying, okay, we have already understood, but still let us define again. Average acceleration. How do we define average acceleration? Rate of change of velocity. Okay, so average acceleration is equal to change in velocity over change in time, okay. Whenever I write delta, delta means change in velocity over the time interval, okay, because again I am defining average acceleration. Similarly, I can also write the average velocity as change in displacement over time, right? So we can also represent that as delta x, where delta x represents the displacement, change in position from the between the initial and the final points, okay. So once again I will tell you that average velocity, there I did not write, we write as delta x over delta t, where delta x is displacement over total time or time interval, okay. Delta x we can write x2 minus x1, where this is the final position and x1 is the initial position of an object, okay. So this is another way of writing. So delta v, change in velocity over change in time, average velocity as change in position or displacement over total time, change in time, okay. Now let us see some graphs of acceleration time, okay. Graphical analysis of acceleration time. So for example, if this is an acceleration of an object and this is time, and I draw an object and a graph like this, what is the meaning of that? So from the graph it is clear the object is moving with constant acceleration, right? Object is moving with constant acceleration. Okay. Now if the graph is like this, it means the acceleration is changing. So I told you, as of now we will only deal with constant acceleration. Okay. So later on we will learn about the motion of an object when the acceleration is changing with time. Okay, acceleration is a function of time. Now let us see one more thing. When I say the graph of acceleration time graph for an object moving with constant acceleration, then with the same information, if I want to draw velocity time graph, how the graph will look like? Again I want to draw for an object who's moving with constant acceleration. Then the graph will be like this. Here the velocity is changing at a constant rate. And what is rate of change of velocity? Acceleration. So rate of change of velocity is constant or acceleration is constant. Both are the same thing, right? So this is also object is moving with a constant acceleration. Now with the same information I want to draw position time graph. Then how the graph will look like? This is x and time t. Okay. This is position of an object. And this is acceleration. Okay. So the graph will look like this. You will see that I will mathematically prove and show you all that the position time graph for an object moving with constant acceleration will be parabolic. Okay. What do you mean by that? That position will be quadratic function of time for an object who is moving with constant acceleration. Okay. So this is position time graph. Okay. How we will, when we have learned the concept of slope, then it will become much easier to understand about this. But as of now, you can just imagine that here from this graph also you are getting the same information that the object is accelerating. Because if it is a straight line, it means object is covering equal distance in equal intervals of time. That is, object is moving with a constant speed, right? But I want to show that, we want to show that the object is accelerating. So it has to be a quadratic function of time. Okay. So all these three graphs, they give the same information that the object is accelerating and the acceleration is constant. Okay. So I'll stop here. In the next lecture, I will explain the concept of slope, and then we will try to connect whatever we have learned in terms of the slope, and that will really give us a very good understanding. Okay? Okay, thank you.